day, Lord and ladies. Welcome back to Battle Brothers, a Cornish Knights Tale with me, Cornish Knight, and Sir Marcus the Brave. Now, we were going to try some harder missions. That is a given. The question is, where do we start? There's a sea of tents down here, which we could take up. We could try and knock over. That might be worth it. There's also this place here. I want to start doing some harder missions. So let's run off from this direction. And hopefully we find something interesting. 13 serpents. Anything particular standing out here? No, okay. A few nomad leaders and many nomad archers, lots. Okay, that's not really worth it. I was hoping for something a bit more spectacular. Like, nomad leaders are a pain to deal with. But I suppose if we're going to take on level 3 contracts. Okay. Lose tools and supplies. Okay, that sucks. All ears. Fertile. Thieves took stuff. Okay, we do that. What's the level thing for the contract? Could do that as well. Let's start off the initial day with a bit of bloodshed. They're trying to run for it. Oh, they've got a brigand leader. Okay. This is going to get interesting. Yeah, because he's going to be a pain. Let's take out the great weapon user. And then we'll send Sir Marcus the Brave to deal with King Mattis. Okay, so you're going to be killed off fairly quickly. I want you dead. Like, just straight up kill you, please. Start weakening you. I mean, you've got only half decent gear. Just start putting some penalties on people. Yeah, I can see what you're trying to do, Sonny Jim. Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, you're going to be the stubborn pain, aren't you, that you are? Let's go. Keep this flank secure. Okay. Take him out. And we're ready for our mash-up with the big guy. Oh, he's running away? That will not be permitted. I mean, if he flees, it's fine, but I thought he would stay and fight. Yeah, run them down. Okay, what's going on here? Why can't I do anything? Okay, that was annoying. Slight bug. But for some reason, it wouldn't let me, so we just had to let them escape. So yeah, basically there was a bug, I had to exit. Something went wrong, so all I could do was let them flee. Yeah. Pay to return it. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it just means it's a bit of pain for me because I know how to do video editing to get it back together. Okay. Sell everything for a nice little payday. I would love to get we need to get monster leather, that's the thing we really need. Okay, let's go and fight some goblins. So where exactly are we going? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine, so we're literally going to the end of the map. The goblins. Fantastic. Nearest settlement is there, but there's no guarantee we'll easily get to that location. Let's grab some provisions. It needs to be stuff that lasts a long time. Okay. That will carry us. Let's see which way the game is going to take us. Okay, so it's taking us this direction. I take it then it's going to cut us across. And cut us across here. I mean, do I want to knock over? That's a lot of ghosts. Orc hunters. I mean, fine, we can take on the orc hunters. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a defensive position without too much issue. Try and form up around here is probably a good angle to be on. Okay, so you've got this approach covered. If we pull him back up to here, then he'll come in here, he can slot in here. Okay. Okay. Man, you guys are tough. Only problem with this formation is this far up we can't hit anything, it's actually engaging, so yeah. No, I'm going to hold you here. And we'll see what happens. Take the hit, please. That miss is unfortunate. Nice solid hit. Yeah, let's get here. Man, these are tough orcs. It's a solid hit, but they're still going to keep charging. Nasty miss. One down. Okay, let's start by putting some penalties on people. Okay, that's not good. Let's counter-stun him. This leads us wide open, so we're going to have to start pushing up. Because that is going to come into effect. The fact that you got injured. That bleed is annoying. Really? Take him out. Didn't get an injury, which was fine, but not happy by the amount of damage he took. Okay, range defense. That. More stamina. What perk would be good for you? Inflicting wounds is always nice. Quick hands for swift reload of ammunition. I mean, to be honest, that is quite a good one for archers, especially if you're having to carry extra quivers of arrows. Probably having the quick hands, allowing you to quickly swap over quivers, so you're not wasting actions. Another day to heal. How many tools? Basically, it's a waste for me to go after the orcs, really. What do we get out of it? Some bits and pieces. Okay, nothing. Let's camp. Okay, let's go. Getting through here and fighting the goblins is going to suck. Yeah, we don't know what they are, but we know there's goblins. And of course they're on high ground. Delay. You stop throwing stuff at my boss. Because we need to basically now aggressively press up. Oh, that's a terrible... Okay, so we need to aggressively push. Okay, we need to get out of whatever this is, because if we get stuck in the open here, we are in for a really rough time. Okay. Can I get there? I can. It will be nasty, but it's possible. Okay, let's start trying to put disadvantage on people. And we just need to go for it. Like, we just need to close the gap and hold them in place for as long as possible. Because the goblins won't care. Okay, dog bought us a bit of time. Oh, I hate goblins. Okay. Like, you're in a bad state, so if we don't do something with you, you're gonna die. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. Like, fighting goblins is always pain in my experience. Because they just do lots of nasty little tick damage. Okay. Good. Just hold on, friend. You can't do anything. Okay. So yeah, pierced hand is annoying. Goblin venom is nice, especially against some high-ranked enemies, but their gear is just not great. If it wasn't for the fact that the goblins got such... I forgot, ran out of space. Right, so we wiped out the goblins, now we need to get back. Goblin hunting party. Man, this whole place is crawling with monsters, isn't it? Okay. Let's get back. A long journey. Hopefully he doesn't get a worse infection. But if he does, he does. Okay. Fine, got fat. Yeah, it's the gluttonous trait is such a nasty trait to have. I'm going to start wiping out some of these surrounding objectives. Yeah, as time goes on, we're losing a lot of cred, which is not great. Our reputation takes a massive hit. So let's sell everything that's not really that useful, including the strange meat, because it's normally going to be human meat, which is always problematic. Nothing of worth here. I'll grab the trading resources. Pay for a round for the men, keep everybody happy, and what's the news? I heard some tombstones in the old graveyard have been toppled over. At the cemetery of old, people say it's haunted. The dead walk on all somewhere northeast of here. Which is basically here, in the cemetery of old. Go in there, turn in the quest. Like, he's already patched up. Everyone's patched up, which is fine. I don't believe you get your hand shot in by a goblin. That is the thing about this game. All the enemies are very tailored for their roles. Like, the goblins have really high weapon skill and dodge. But they suck at self-defense. Okay. Hell, man. Didn't bring those here. I see you coming from Goblin Head. Give them to the dogs. Your parameters are this. Okay, so we got that. And he is going to be. We're not going to be getting anything useful out of these guys. Two skull contracts. I want to go and knock over that graveyard. It's either the graveyard or we go to Bone-Speakered Fields. That could be a lot of Ancient Empire, and those guys are a pain to deal with. So I'm going to go and knock over this graveyard. In the middle of the day, probably, because fighting them at night sounds like a bad idea. While we're here, anything... Okay, I got see a man with... I got to see a man with a sword. I've heard rumours about the region of Spiderwood being absolutely poignant with foul beasts. Few men I trust in this world, and one of them recently reported seeing a creature of enormity beyond measure. I reckon it's as tall as a tree. Another scout said a snake the size of a dragon wandering the park just as well. Based on reports, this could be the most dangerous thing you do in your life. Okay. Hunt down the skirats and ludworms. Fighting those tree monsters is a pain, but who knows? Yeah, I'm not going into a graveyard to fight undead at night. Thank you very much. Morning is good enough for me. And it's ghosts. Ghosts are a pain because they'll do wailing. Okay. Get ranged units to start shooting them. Maybe we'll get lucky. If not, we'll start by releasing dogs. Yeah, we'll release all the dogs first. If push comes to shove, I can just buy new dogs. But ghosts are problematic. Let's go. Okay. I've always forgotten how annoying it was fighting ghosts. Okay. Come on. There we go. Didn't lose anybody. Not worth the reward. 128 gold crowns. Fantastic. Something that was very, very nasty. Okay. Range defense. More morale. More stamina. What do I need? Well, that would be good. Steel brow is useful. That's not bad. Not always. That's not useful for someone who's in the back line. Battle forwards isn't bad to have. So hard to choose. Something like steel brow, critical damage to his character. Actually, that's probably good for him because the guys in the back don't have shields. So them getting hit in the head is actually fairly likely. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. The amount of ghosts we fought, you would expect there to have been something half decent. That's annoying. Okay. Okay, no cheap dogs. Let's grab a bit of food. I will grab a dog to replace the one that I lost. I believe it was you, wasn't it, who lost the dog? Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's all done and dusted. Oh, legendary weapon. Hammer, two-handed. Oh, so nice. Jost the Cruel's Gate Crusher. This two-handed sucks. But it's a hammer, which is great. Really tempted to give it to him, but he just hasn't got the skill. Like, if we take off his shield, yeah, he just hasn't got it. He just doesn't have it without the shield to give him protection. That is a really nice poleaxe. Why is it the first legendary weapon we see in a while and it's something we can't get? Annoying. Okay. There we go. And have a lovely Select helmet. To be honest, I'm willing to take the slight hit to his talent that basically reduces armor. Yeah. Well, 1 point of damage. Getting that is fine by me. Yeah. That's fine. A little bit of care for people. $240 for 28. 32 would get us up to 280. Slightly worse off. We'd have to get, and yeah, to be slightly worse off, unfortunately. Okay. Alas, the dreams. Fantastic dreams. Okay. Only other thing would be getting something like a really good helmet. We'll buy the helmet paint. That's a nice helmet design. Nothing else really takes my fancy. Any interesting rumors? Okay. Come across Headcutter's Nest on the way here. Why? It's on the plain north southwest. Someone said higher, burn nothing to the ground. Okay. I wonder if it's still got the chief hiding in it. A few brigand leaders, yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go down this road and head to Trogen. And see if we can get some work. Now, you've got to be the kind of people that gets in my way. At night... Nah, you guys are done. Never anything particularly interesting. Okay. And this will be dealing with trolls. Okay, we'll take that contract, and that's something we can do next episode. Grab the salt. Another trading commodity. But that's the next time, folks. I've been Cornish Knight. This has been Battle Brothers, a Cornish Knight's Tale, and I shall see you all again next time for myself and Sir Marcus the Brave. Let's see if we can knock over. Well, we've already taken care of the castle here. There is some castles up here, but let's see if we can get some more renown. And I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.